They call this jazz hands or something like that, right? Welcome on into another edition of XFeed. What's up? My name is Adash Schiller. Today, we are going over your typical headlines. If this is your first time tuning in, we just generally go over market thoughts, market headlines, stuff that you tweet, stuff that sometimes I tweet. Hyundai getting into the NFT space, and the title of this one talking about people not trusting each other, and that's why we need transparency, which the blockchain is going to bring some parts of that. But I really think that there is like a bigger thought to be had with the fact that it just feels like the trustworthiness of people in general, it feels like it's going down a little bit. Maybe you're super trusting of everybody, but everybody's on edge. Everybody's watching everybody. And I wonder just how everything changes amongst that. So first headline of the day, NFT sales surged to nearly 83 million. Sheesh. Signaling a potential market rebound. Now, of course, they use BAYC as kind of the reference point for their images on this, but they were talking about data from CryptoSlam, which if you go to cryptoslam.io, it's a great one. Yo, Gigabit, what's going on? How are you doing? It gives you different stats, and so that's where they got this from. But what was just kind of like I think they realized that this isn't like true, but I don't know if they don't. No. So, however, the data has limitations. Weekly reports on NFTs offer only a short time frame of information and do not take into account seasonal factors that may influence sales. Given the high volatility in NFT markets, these reports are unlikely to reflect the long-term health of the markets as a whole. And I think this is, maybe their way of saying, hey, not financial advice. Like this could just be kind of a one-off, but then they say, despite this, however, NFTs continue to draw eye-watering sums. Earlier this month, a user sold a CryptoPunk NFT for $56.3 million. Now, hopefully, if you've been watching the stream a while and, you just have some thoughts, you're like, okay, well, why are we highlighting a sale that one is completely fake? Like nobody's paying $56 million for a CryptoPunk right now. Even like, they're just not, like, period, not happening. And then two, yeah, just revert back to number one. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just no way the sale is legitimate. So then you see this, and then there's the headlines, and you try to think of the people that go and have conversations to be like, "Oh, we love NFTs. Look at this one sold for 56 million," when it absolutely wasn't the case. And I have no idea. Is this person dumb? Is this person like educated on this stuff? Like I don't know who the hell is writing this, but it's just funny to see those sorts of things in the headline when like that it's like not true. And yeah, just don't go there. Okay, so Lucky Fan may have traded Hyundai NFT for a brand new Santa Cruz UTE. So this is kind of a cool headline where I guess last year they gave out NFTs and it was like only 10 of them, but now they're like, hey, you're able to have the opportunity to redeem it for a car. And then I saw this and I was like, okay, let me go to the page. And this is Hyundai USA, if you know the car brand. It says the offer has been claimed. Thank you for your interest in the promotion. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, we're making NFTs relevant again. If you have an official Santa Cruz NFT, enter at the link in below for a chance to trade it in for a 2025 Cruise. And so like I was going to their page and I was like,
I think my grandma bought one of
this is
those.
all legit. Although I don't know why the video audio isn't working on this. But they put
Is this
like
a bad
whole
time
amount
to
of
mention
effort
we gave
into
away
this. Like
10
the
NFTs in
video's good. They're saying to
2021?
bring it back in.
Well,
Again,
we're going to
is it
make one of
actually
those
happening?
NFTs worth
Maybe, but the brands are out here and they're trying to do things that people want, which is free shit. We love free shit. Bildo, do you have any cake left? Yo, what's going on, my man? We ate half the cake. I posted that on the Instagram page. Somebody or Hoddle Hill, I don't know if she ends up watching. She's like, how do you buy half a cake? I don't know. The store sold half a cake. I don't know. Listen, we're consumers, and they get to pick what amount of cake they give us, I guess. Avery 9000 saying, meanwhile, Porsche is using Avalanche to tokenize rewards for watching their new interactive racing series, firing on all cylinders right now. Now, a little bit different than Hyundai, but either way, we're seeing that these bigger brands are doing some cool things within the space of blockchain, which is nice. And I don't actually know what this interactive racing series is. So if you guys have heard about what Porsche is doing, would love to learn a little bit more, and maybe I'll dive in to find out. Okay. So we got a little bit of a problem. We got a little bit of a problem. where this NFT News Today came out with this article, and there was a couple different ones that I was going through, and I was like, there's just something that feels kind of off about these. And first of all, you look at this background and you're like, okay, this is kind of like an AI art generated, somewhat got like the Star Wars feel. But then you kind of read, right? It says GalFi is making waves in the play-to-earn gaming sphere for providing players with the opportunity to earn real crypto rewards through immersive gameplay. And again, I've always complained about how everything just sounds exactly the same with all this. But like, look at this video for a second. We'll play it quick and just, react with me. It's just AI art. But then it shows, okay, there's something a little bit more to it. And then this, it looks, oh, that actually kind of looks legit. But why were they showing off these like AI art pieces before? So there's kind of a quick example, and I just realized that I actually don't have the wave. I don't have there's like a thing called like wave, because I have an amplifier for my mic, and my computer kind of frisks, and as you can see on the bottom, there's like no time. There's the day, and you can't see any of the tabs on the bottom. I don't know what the hell I did. I closed a program, and everything went berserk except for all the tabs I had open stayed. So hell yeah. But if there's any sounders or stuff, I think a moment ago when we played that Instagram video, there was sound. I just didn't hear it. So if I ever do that, I'm a fish. Oh, yo, Gigabit, you got the Porsche. Hold on a moment, Tara. Let's bring that up. What do we got here? Newsroom.porsche.com. Porsche joins first of its kind streaming series and interactive motorsport game Lollipop Racing. Starring the 911 GT3 RS and the 911 GT3R, some of the brand's most advanced performance vehicles will be featured in the new series from the writer and exclusive director David Ayer and showrunner Marsha McCurgy. Porsche Cars America today announced it's joining Lollipop Racing, a new streaming series and interactive game created by entertainment technology studio Feature.io, and written and executively produced by critically acclaimed filmmaker David Ayer. The series, which consists of 10 fictional episodes and 10 motorsport races set in digital recreations of global cities, will ignite Porsche's most advanced high-performance vehicles, including the track-focused 911 GT3 RS and the dedicated race car 911 GT3R. You know, what's weird about reading this is it makes me just think of, like, if you have a car right now, you try to go out for a drive, right? You're going to get a coffee from some drive-through, or just wanting to go out. Maybe you want to show. Think about, you're like always paying money for that. Like, I get, okay, you pay for your like monthly internet and whatnot, but I feel like it's totally different. When you have a car, think of, well, what if something goes wrong? You have all the insurance costs. You have to buy the car itself. And what if it's like, okay, we own the car. I have it in my garage. But within this digital experience, I can prove that I actually own this car. Maybe there's extra perks with it. Maybe we can set up the in-studio drive and feel like you're going in that car, not having to pay it. And then, the more I'm saying that out loud, I'm like, why? Some probably rich person that has these expensive cars doesn't give a shit how much gas prices are, which I think is kind of funny. But it also, I just think it opens the door and highlights the cool interactive ways that we can see things. And especially, as highlighted a moment ago, if they are giving out free tokens for people that watch, well, not bad. So this Wolves Schmidt, not to be confused with Schmidt from Superbad, but this was an email that went out, and as we've always said here, be careful of any kind of scams and whatnot. But I saw the official accounts and people associated with Valde reply and say this is true. So this is really, really awesome, and shows kind of the opportunities that open up from these digital assets. You're a winner. Score big with your NFL game tickets. Get ready to celebrate, because we have fantastic news for you. As a valued collector who purchased a vintage team pack this summer, you've been selected as one of our lucky winners. That's That's right, your passion for collecting has earned you tickets to an NFL game of your choice. To make sure you can snag seats to your favorite matchup, we're thrilled to be sending you a Ticketmaster gift card perfect for choosing the game you've been dreaming of attending. Simply fill out the information below and we'll send your gift card straight to you so you can enjoy the thrill of live NFL action. And I love this. I hope there's more activations. I think the whole wide world of sports could really get into this whole NFT craze. Is, you know, if you're on Facebook or any sort of group chat, sometimes people have like group chats on X, or you might follow people that follow certain teams, and it's insane how massive sporting communities are. And I do think that this gives a really cool realm to have rewards out there. So I don't know, I just love to see that. Yo, Pickle, what's going on, brother? Did you see Elon's Tesla presentation last night? I can't believe you're talking about anything other than that. You know, that's a fair point. So I saw a lot of clips about it from the van that people were calling a bus. I saw the humans where they were pouring the drinks, but also walking out and everybody memeing the different things on the timeline. The autonomous robo cars, I think that was crazy. And I saw somebody make a post talking about how at some point we're going to think it's crazy that humans drove cars. And generally, I kind of agree with that. Like, it's wild to see the impact of AI. And I felt like that was an eye opener, where recently on like a podcast, I was talking about how it feels like AI is starting to come up a lot more. It's starting to impact here and there, but it doesn't necessarily have the, you know, day to day when I'm interacting with another person effect just yet. Maybe from like the cell phone and the ease of use, but like not that. But when I saw the robo taxis and everything, I was like, okay, no, this is happening way quicker. So it was pretty crazy. But hope you are having a good day. And that was, do you have any extra thoughts regarding that? Because it was pretty crazy. Parking lots turned to parks. Oh, listen, that'd be a good one. We get nature back. So Decentraland, they had a new update regarding their style, the way everything was looking. What's new in Decentraland beta? A lot. Here's a few of the updates that have been developed over the past few months. So for social updates, users are now awarded different badges for accomplishing activities in Decentraland. Minigames have also spread across the map, so users can meet and bond with friends over shared experiences. And I think this is also crazy because there's going to be so many different companies, teams that are out there building things similarly. I'm wondering what's going to be the big distinct factor, because again, mini games, the metaverse idea, a lot of people are kind of tackling the same thing. Avatar updates. The Decentraland avatars have new stylized looks and feel with passive in-world interactions and advanced movement controls. Environment updates. The new procedurally generated environment, updated lighting, and sounds all make the world more beautiful. Not to randomly bring up the other side, but when they did those different Project Dragon tests, I was always critical of how it was just like permanently at night. Where in the hell is the vibrance of any sort? Not that these necessarily give like a great vibe, but it kind of feels like I'm watching like the the Lorax. There's like that orange thing, and it's not like a Disney movie, but they have trees, and then he doesn't want to chop down the forest, and then you guys, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. It gives that kind of vibes looking at that, and then there's a lot more to come. So again, the Decentraland update, I was expecting a little bit more with the graphic overhaul. Maybe that hasn't happened just yet, but I don't know. Does it look good, or does it have to look good? Well, I'm bad at reading. Let me try that again. Does it look good, or does it look like it sucks less? I don't know. They're just showing a rock and a tree. What are you supposed to do with that? This is where we like sing like an Arrogant Worm song. When they look around me, I can't believe what I see. It seems as if this country has lost its will to live. The economy is lousy. We barely have an army. And if I don't know. Listen, if anybody knows the Arrogant Worms, absolutely phenomenal Canadian band way back in the day. They got some bangers. Look it up on YouTube. All right, so on the car theme that we continue to go on here, it looks pretty. So think about it for a second. So we've had Lamborghini constantly come out over the last little bit, where they're partnered on like that Motorverse with Animoca brands. We've talked about Porsche. We've talked about Hyundai. And then we have this BMW car metaverse experience. So BAYC, get behind the wheel of a BMW M Car and see Lisbon through the eyes of a BAYC with BMW M mixed reality racing experience. This first ever touring MMR event takes place October 18th to 20th and will blend the adrenaline of an a BMW M on a brand new BAYC themed virtual track. Reservations for slots open October 11th. We'll replay the video right quick. So again, looks pretty all right. Kind of cool to see. Star Atlas preseason sneak peek looked amazing. Everything coming out of Star Atlas looks really, really good. I was genuinely concerned during the FTX debacle because they were one of the few teams that said, hey guys, yeah, so like almost all of our funds are with FTX. But now, if everybody's getting the money back from FTX, then Star Atlas is going to have a bag again. Moonshot? Maybe. True. So this was wild. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yuga acquired every company and then is selling every company. I'm really confused. We'll read the exact announcement in a second, but Garga, CEO of Yuga right now, on this announcement of Wagmi San and 10KTF shop getting shipped and shopped off elsewhere. Greg says Possible, which is the company that's acquired it, has been intimately involved in 10KTF from the start, and they've been great partners to Yuga. With this transition, we're able to double down on ApeChain and Otherside, two areas where we'll continue to collaborate closely with Possible and the 10KTF team, while also enabling 10KTF to explore new opportunities. Excited to see Wagmi San's story evolve. So I know that when Yuga kind of branched out and started pivoting, and I guess pivoting's in like a kind of like a broad term because it's like branching out, I guess, more than like a pivot per se. Everybody just went back, and the biggest like critic was, okay, why are you taking on all these other things when just do apes and other side? We don't care about anything else. Basically, it was a sentiment of the community. Similarly to when they acquired CryptoPunks and all the CryptoPunk holders, or it seemed a large majority of them were just like, just leave it as is. We don't want anything to do with it. And it seemed after the past little bit that Yuga seems to be moving a lot of the assets that aren't focused on that. So the official tweets from 10KTF shop today, Possible acquires 10KTF. Together they will form a new company, Kagami. Possible is an Emmy award-winning art and design company with offices in Los Angeles and New York. Aside from being the primary content partner of 10KTF since its inception, Possible has also been deeply involved with the development of Otherside. Co-founded by Fig in 2010, Possible works on the world's biggest shows, the Super Bowl, Coachella, League of Legends. Okay, listen. Okay, maybe we got to put some 10KTF love on this one. Not bad. And are creative partners to the biggest names in entertainment. What does this mean for 10KTF? The 10KTF team is moving to Possible to continue building the brand and innovating new Web3 tools. 10KTF will continue to be a premier partner on Otherside. Wagmi San Shop will be on the Nexus, the next Yuga world. And also the Nexus is like the final thing that League of Legends you're supposed to destroy to win the game. Well, listen, I'm assuming Nexus can be used for a whole bunch of different things, but can you imagine? The Grail will remain native to Otherside and have access to its events. Crafted items in the ecosystem will become wearables, and as you've seen, with the Flamethrower debuted as the first interoperable item in Otherside during Project Dragon. And apparently I missed the Flamethrower because I was away, but we got Fibaka right here rocking it. The ZKT will announce its season start after the EFest event. See you in Lisbon. There'll be a Q&A with Big. Okay. All right, well, again, I don't really have anything that interesting to say. 10KTF, it was one of those collections that I didn't really grasp from day one. They had cool art features, but they had like these crafting cool tools. Then they put like different IPs on these wearables within these games, but they weren't actually wearables. It was just like a backpack, shoes, and it like looked cool, but it wasn't, I don't know. But other guy apparently took a couple of videos of what it looked like with 10KTF shop inside Otherside. And so this looks cool. And that's one of the characters from the 10KTF. And there's the bar. So again, I actually kind of like it just from like the aesthetics, but again, interesting that Yuga is selling pieces off continually. Okay, so off the grid. Yesterday, if you watched the stream, I made a comment about, well, there seems like there's a lot of people that were streaming it yesterday, but there's absolutely nobody today. And the conversations have continued on X, and I've seen a lot of people make comments regarding how bad, what's the right word for this? How negative people are about off the grid. And it was based off of like the paid ads for it going. And I don't know if I believe in the concept of it being everybody's being super negative about it. Right? Where I just grabbed this tweet to bring up right quick, where Jake Lucky, who's a big like esports commenter, for lack of a better term, says Off the Grid is the most paid streamer coverage I've seen since EA partner stuff for Apex years ago. How is everyone actually feeling about the game? Actually, we don't want to go in the comments because holy smokes, you never know what's down there. And so I think like it's a fair question because all the time you're like, all right, do people actually like this game or is it just paid? And there's video after video, and hopefully I have them all in order here, but it's about different streamers playing the game, talking about the crypto component, and it's all insanely positive. Insanely positive. It's unbelievable. So this is Tim the Tap Man talking about, actually I'll leave it like that. It's talking about digital assets within these games.
And on top of that, this whole marketplace system is very unique, bro. Like, I remember the Diablo. Who here remembers Diablo 3? Diablo 3 real money auction house. Like, I found a shield in Diablo and I sold it for $80, bro. Like, I think it's that same kind of concept, but with guns, bro. It's kind of crazy. And on top of that, this whole marketplace system is very unique, bro. Like, I remember.
Okay, sorry. I played a little bit past there because I can't hear it. But he talks about Diablo, if I remember from earlier watching this. And how this is just different because you're trading games and it's not against terms of service. Trading items, not games. And this is on the 10th, 1 p.m. when the game was getting a ton of action and streams at that point. Is getting more views than Valorant, Diablo, Counter-Strike. Massive games. 95,000. One of the top categories on that day. Here's Ninja on it.
What a fucking day, chat. I know that you guys are all excited to get a PlayStation, PS5 right now, and you're probably not going to type anything other than Roadrunner, which is totally fine. But what a day. That was the fastest 5-hour stream I've ever done, and it was an ad. And I can't explain to you guys how amazing that feels when you're actually enjoying an ad. And this game is fucking lit. And I'm so excited and so happy that Tim and I like adapted to the meta and figured it out early for the movement and stuff, because it is just a blast. These games feel super unique and super fun. Again, Roadrunner, guys, no spaces, no caps.
Okay, so I think he's done with his point on there. But he's very positive about it. Again, it's not just a paid game. He's excited. Something on X with the live. Oh, son of a gun. Is it working on Twitch and YouTube? Thank you for mentioning that. I don't know if I can change anything on X without completely restarting the stream. So hopefully it's just a glitch in the live, and then if anybody's catching the VOD, they're able to come back. But thank you for mentioning that, Miss Yule Pickle. Video game history, peak console design. What do you guys think of like being able to see the ins and outs of the technology? It's not like blockchain, right? Yeah, a little bit different. Well, we get to see everything this way. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I had one of like the clear Xbox controllers, but I don't think my Xbox was clear. It was just like a solid color. But it's cool to see kind of the little pieces behind and thinking, damn, if I was gonna like, open a console production factory, how do you even begin design on all of this? Getting the materials, putting it together, creating the production lines. Just sheesh. All right, couple of crazy sales. I wanted to highlight gold penguin skin sold for $29.95. Okay, so decent sale, 20% higher than the last two gold sales. Sheesh. Next up, we got a Quirkies going for 1.15 ETH. Okay, CryptoPunks seem kind of quiet apart from the watch sale, but some of these other side collections seem to get a little bit more. We got a Fluff going for 2.5 ETH. These things are at like 0.23, so this is an absolutely insane sale considering we've had some other zombies going for way less than half of what this is. So insane. And then more bullish news in general, we got Shatterline, another blockchain game that's coming out in Q4 of 2024. Nice. Now, if you're a fan of sports, listen, grab out your phone, set a reminder. Everything's going on in New York on Monday. Mets at Dodgers or Padres in Game 2 of the NLCS at 4 p.m. And then a couple hours later, Yankees host Game 1 of the ALCS at 7:37 Eastern. And then don't forget, we got a little bit of a late night banger. Jets host the Bills on Monday Night Football for first place in the AFC East. Adam Schefter with the tweet. I actually think that's kind of cool. Imagine living in New York. Just stuff's happening all the time. So there was this post by Score Yokes, and it was talking about the Visit Open trailer that we highlighted yesterday and the day before from Permissionless. Now, what I didn't realize about this is the character that's with Parzival, this is like an Illuvium character. So I made a tweet at Aaron in Futureverse that was like, hey guys, like all of you guys went on stage, you said we're all partnered together, and then there was like zero talk about a partnership between anybody except for Polymos being an asset lending platform. We can loan it out to people. And both games are going to have integration with that. And I'm like, okay, cool. But we're hyping up this Illuvium Futureverse thing. I don't get anything, right? Like, it just didn't make any sense. But it's cool that they were working together. But now seeing the trailer, I didn't realize that this is an Illuvium character. So now it makes a little bit more sense. Like, this was the reveal. Hey, we can take characters from any make and model, bring it into the game, and Illuvium is going to be part of that. So I just wanted to clarify that I didn't get that on first go. But now, doing all right. Yeah, no, we're doing all right. Bullish. A Bank of America survey reveals that 62% of millennials prefer crypto as an $84 trillion is set to transfer from older generations. Okay, cool. I wish they gave like a little bit more insight on what that is, because it feels like just a headline and people were like polled and they said, hey, we like crypto. And I'm like, yeah, everybody loves crypto. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Divide Hypnotode. They didn't even mention the New York Rangers game. Nah, I mean, they didn't mention the Ottawa Senators one last night either. What a banger series going against the Canadians tomorrow. Not bad. Should be an interesting series. Okay, that's going to be it for this edition of XFeed. Yo, Gigabit, you were first. Appreciate you coming on through. Mr. Bildo Verde. Did you rewatch that stream with us way back in the day or not? Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago. It was like March 15th. Unreal. Pickle, thanks so much for coming on through. And Snazzy, you as well. Hypnotoad, up. You have a phenomenal rest of your day. And I will see you guys on Monday.